Hi folks, welcome back to BADM 726 in the Executive MBA program at the University of Nevada in Reno. We are in week 3 of the course, and in this week we're going to set up our WordPress.com blog. We are going to write our first blog article, and we're going to share that blog article on Google+. So WordPress.com blog, this is really the core of any personal branding effort. With a blog, you really have the opportunity to document your value, what you can do uniquely well to help others address opportunities and solve problems that matter to them. And you have an opportunity to target the content you create there, to try to share it with, get in front of people that might need that value. It's an extremely powerful platform to establish a personal brand, and WordPress.com is really it's kind of the standard in blogging. There's a lot of choices that you have with blogging. You could set up a number of different accounts, but the WordPress.com is the most recognized platform. Now WordPress has another platform called Wordpress.org. That site is appropriate for some people who are attaching their blog to their business, that want to monetize their blog, things of that nature. But for most of us, the WordPress.com platform, which is free, is good enough. So I'm going to run through this really quickly. Let me say this right now. You really are going to have to devote a little bit of time to be patient, explore, try some things. I will encourage you. I've never had a student over several hundred that I've taught that couldn't figure out how to set up a very simple WordPress.com blog, and that's all that's going to be required for this course. We're just going to set up a very simple platform, and the focus is going to be on the content, on writing the actual blog posts. Again, I'll remind you now and at the end, if you have questions, have problems, go to Google and Google how do I with WordPress.com. I'm telling you, I do that all the time still myself. I don't need to be an expert on setting up WordPress.com. I just need to know the bare minimums, and I need to know how to get an answer when I need one, and I focus on the thing that's really important, which is blogging. So go to the platform. I'm going to log in with my username. Now I've already have some stuff set up, so I already have some things set up in here, so I'm not going to go through some of the steps that I have for you about selecting a domain name, but I will show you where that domain name is and how it registers. So you can set up a number of blogs. Once you have a WordPress.com account, you can see you can set up a bunch of them, and I have a lot of test blogs here that I use for the classes that I teach, but I do blog for the online executive MBA program through WordPress.com, and I keep active blogs going there, and I do blog for TEDx University of Nevada on WordPress.com as well. So and I may set up another personal blog there sometime soon. So it's a very flexible platform. I'm going to go here to Bret's test blog, and I want to show you just how simple the blog looks. Really, you don't have to create a blog that looks any fancier than this. The template for me is not important. It needs to be simple and clean. It needs to have a few functions that I'm going to call out here, and the most important thing is the content, which comes down through here. So right up at the top here, this is the domain name, and I call this unrbranding.wordpress.com. This is the URL for the blog, and number one on the assignment. This is the blog's title, Bret's test blog, and this is the subtitle. Getting started is really very easy. When you open your WordPress.com blog, you'll be dealt some type of template. All of you will be dealt a different template. So take a look at that template, and we'll talk later about how to change it. This is what's called a two-column blog. So you can see here is one column, and this is where most of the content comes. These are where the blog posts are posted. And over here in this right-hand column, this is called the sidebar. And the way that we create these functions over here in the sidebar are with devices called widgets. And I'll show you where those widgets are. Up across the top here, these things I'm highlighting are called the pages. Now this is the home page that we're on. This is where all the blog content is going to feed down that page. And then we need an about page where you can say a few things about yourself and post a video of yourself later on in the class. And probably your template will come with an about page. If your template doesn't come with an about page, you can either create an about page or you can select a template that has the about page and they're ready to go. Up here in the very top left hand corner, when I run my cursor over that, you see a drop down menu, and this is really where I access the stuff at the back end, and I drop down to dashboard. So come down to dashboard, and this is the back end where you're going to make changes to your blog. The most important thing that you'll need from the dashboard is this place right here where you're going to create new posts. So you can see all the posts that you've already done. I've done 22 posts at this test blog, and you can add new posts just by clicking on that section right there. So let me come down here and show you in the settings. I'm going to click on settings, scroll down to the very bottom of the page, settings, and we'll go through some of these things here. I'm in the general settings, you can see right up here at the top. So this is where I can edit the title of my blog. So I call it Bret's Test Blog. The tagline is Getting Started is really very easy. So when you select your site title and tagline, I'm going to strongly suggest that you maintain part of the integrity for your name somewhere in there. So John Doe's blog on whatever it might be, or you can for the site title you can say what you're blogging about. I'm Food Made Easy, but in the tagline make sure you have your name. So somewhere, either in the title or in the tagline, please include your name, because Google scans this page, and we're trying to brand ourselves and get our name associated with our content. So the more we put our name on our page, the more opportunity we create for Google to find us. So your email address, this is not seen by the public. This is just where you're going to receive emails when someone contacts you. Make sure you tell it that you're in the correct time zone, whatever time zone you're in. I don't know how to interpret UTC time, so I'm in Reno, and Los Angeles is in the same time zone, so I just pick Los Angeles as the time zone. Come down here, and the date format, time format, all that stuff that's pretty much default is what I'm going to go with. So let's just go through some of these settings. I don't really use all of them too much. So in the writing settings, not too much going on here. Most of the defaults are going to be good here. It's the discussion setting where you really need to take a look and think about a major choice that you have. And right down here it says before a comment appears, the default, and this is what I prefer, the comment author must have a previously approved comment. So what this means is when someone comments on your blog, their comment will not automatically appear. You're going to get an email that says, hey, Jane Doe commented on your blog, and it's going to ask you, do you want to approve that comment? If you're sure that this is not spam and Jane Doe's a real person, you'll approve that comment. And if you have this block checked, then in the going forward, Jane Doe can come to your blog, post a comment, and it won't have to wait for you to approve it. Some people, and a number of blogs that I follow, they approve every comment. I think that's overkill. If I've been to your blog and I've commented 20 times, I think that's enough to know that I'm legitimate and not a spammer. I leave value-added comments. So you need to make a choice here, and my recommendation is comment author must have a previously approved comment. You definitely want to have some type of a screen. I think this other one is a little too much, but it's up to you what you choose to do. Alright, so really not too much going on down in the rest of that. The main thing that you had to look at was there. There's two other sections here in the settings that you're going to have to pay attention to. In the media, this is the one place where I tell you in number 4 of your assignment where you need to one of the places where you need to upload your upload your image. So you go to the media setting. Actually, that's media up at the top, so disregard that. But down in the sharing part, This is where you're going to format a place in your blog post where people can easily share with others. Once you get your Twitter account, you do want to come back to your blog and make sure you add your Twitter handle right there. You can see I've got my Twitter handle at Dr. Bret. And then what I've done is I've come down here, and these are the available sharing services, and just by dragging them down here, I'm not actually going to save it there, but just by dragging it down there, it becomes an enabled service which people would see. I don't actually want to enable Pinterest. I don't really have much of a visual brand. And then these things are down at the bottom of your blog post, so someone could easily interact with them. Let me go back to the blog and show you. So here I'm at the top of my blog. This is an article. So again, you see unrbrandingwordpress.com. That's the URL. When I click on this, we see the actual blog article, unrbrandingwordpress.com. Here is the date it was created, and there's the title, Teaching a New Class at ProNet Reno. I just did this to show the class how easy it is to open up a blog post. And these are the share buttons right here that I just showed you in the settings page. Now when I click on Twitter, I could tweet this blog article. That's in a future class. We would talk about how to do that. And it's a properly formatted tweet. Teaching a New Class at ProNet Reno, the title, the shortened hyperlink, and via my actual Twitter address. So that's pretty much why I'm going to encourage you to go back to the sharing once you get your Twitter opened up and include that there. All right, so the About Me section, we talked about that. That's number 3. Upload your media in 2 places. Come back to the dashboard. Drop down to one of the 2 places, Media. So in the Media, here's my library of images that I've uploaded. You need to upload your file. Simply upload your picture, the one you're using for branding purposes. Click on Add New, select File, and you'll upload it from your hard drive. Don't link to a file, have it on your hard drive and upload it right there. The other place you're going to upload it is in Users. Come down to Users. Down here on the side, the menu opens up, and you go to My Profile. So this is what the My Profile space needs to look like. Your Gravatar, your image, must appear over here on the right-hand side. Until your Gravatar appears over there, your widget for the Gravatar is just not going to work properly. I will tell you that number 4 here, uploading your image and getting this Gravatar to work, is probably the most frustrating thing you might have to do to set it up. Everything else is really pretty easy, but you might have to tinker with this a little while to get your image to work. I'll also tell you that, again, of the hundreds of students I've taught, even though a few of them have had problems, everyone eventually figured out and got it fixed. Alright, so number 5, experiment with template designs that you like. That is in the Appearance column. So I go to Appearance, click on Appearance, and now I say templates, but this is also themes. Your template is your theme, and when I'm at this page, it shows you I'm currently using the Contempt theme. Down here, when you scroll down a little bit, it gives you the available themes, and it talks about what is trending, what's popular, the newest premium. Don't pick premium because that's what you're going to have to pay for. So let's just scroll down through trending. That means a lot of people seem to be choosing these lately. Here is one right here, Hustle Express. It's premium. I wouldn't choose that because I'd have to pay for it. I'm going to look for a nice clean template that doesn't have bright bold colors and that is a 2-column blog that feeds from left to right, because Google reads from left to right. So here's a very popular template, 2010. There's also 2011 and 2012. Let me click on Live Preview, and when I click on Live Preview, it's going to show you what my blog would look like if I switched to this template. So it's pretty much got a lot of stuff that I want, but it's missing some things that I need because some of my widgets disappeared. They no longer appear over here in the sidebar. So I wouldn't select this template because some of the capabilities I need are not enabled here. And that's a good point. Not all widgets behave exactly the same way. Let me click on Misty Lake and show you the difference. I click on Misty Lake, and you can see here it looks different. The widgets that didn't appear in 2010 now appear here, and these are the original widgets that I had. So I could switch to this template if I wanted to, and I would have all the functionality of my current template. This is a nice, clean template. It's got my title, subtitle right there. It's got a lot of white space. This is pretty much a very contemporary approach to how a lot of people are doing their website design nowadays. So experiment with template designs that you like. If you choose something you don't like it, don't fret. You can come right back here and switch again. So number 6, check your settings. We've actually already done that. Number 7, create widgets. This is probably the most frustrating part of this entire assignment. Come down to Appearance and go to Widgets. And what you'll see here is a widgets page, and you have the available widgets, all of the widgets that WordPress.com has to offer. And then here you see it says sidebar. These are actually the widgets I have activated in my sidebar, and they are providing functionality in the sidebar of my blog post because I have dragged them over here and made them active. So let's just look at this real quickly, and I'll go look at my blog so you can see it. So I've got the Gravatar About Me, the Follow Blog email subscription, RSS links, archives links, search. Those are the ones that you're going to be required to set up for this class from here down to here, and everything else is just optional. I feed my tweets through there. I've been playing with some other stuff again just to experiment for classes. So take a look at that sidebar, and I'm going to click on the blog really quick, and you can see there they are. The widgets are creating this functionality in this sidebar portion of the blog. The About Me widget, email subscription, RSS, previous posts, blog roll, search, tweets, all of that stuff. So let me go back to the widget section. Again, the drop-down menu, go straight to widgets. So to get a widget over there, you find it and you drag it over. The one that you'll have the most difficult time with is the Gravatar. There are several choices with Gravatar. You can see that one is called Gravatar Profile. That's not the one you want for this class. We'll just pick Gravatar. Well, let me go back. So you drag it over like this. You set it up right there, and then this this menu opens up. So you got to give it a title. If you don't give it a title, it's not going to work. So I'll call it let's see, Bret's About Me section. All right. So right down here, select a user or pick custom. Do not pick custom. Pick your name. You don't want to have a custom email address. None of that. And then right down here at the bottom, text to display. See how easy it is to greet readers of your blog. Welcome. My name is Bret Simmons. Let's talk. Yeah, whatever. So you see that. Now you need to save. And then after you've saved it, you need to close. Let's go back to the blog by clicking up here. And you'll see I scroll way down the page. I've been creating these for a lot of classes that I teach. There it is. Bret's About Me section. See how easy it is to greet readers of your blog. Welcome, my name is Bret Simmons. Let's talk. And this is how I want this Gravatar set up. It's got some type of text introducing yourself. You can say about me, hello, my name is, whatever you choose. Your picture appears there, and then a very brief about me right there. And you can see this is how I have my blog set up. Now over here in the About Me page, this is where you have a ton of opportunity to say even more about yourself. Here we just created the About Me widget, which is on the side there. But over in the About Me page, which is on Pages, I can go to All Pages. And here's my About page. Click Open to edit, and it just looks like a WordPress editor. you can add as much text as you want right there. And in fact, you should add a lot to say, hey, here's who I am, here's what I'm about, here's what I'm blogging about. Later on, you'll also add your YouTube video there. So the About Me page is an expanded way to introduce yourself. The About Me widget gets your face up there and gets a brief introduction greeting people to your page. So let's come back down and finish up the widgets. I'm asking you to create RSS, blog roll, archives, and search. Let's talk about RSS and the blog roll. So RSS, you have several options. You have RSS, entries from an RSS or ADM feed, and this one here, RSS links. For the purposes of this class, drag over RSS links, which is a real simple way for someone to subscribe to your blog. I don't actually require you to burn a feed for your blog, but if you're curious about what that is, Google it. Say, hey, what's an ADM feed? And Google offers those through a service called FeedBurner. It's extremely easy to set up, gives you some analytics with it. And if you burn a feed, then you need to choose this RSS widget to drag over there. So we've got RSS blog rolls. I also want you to have the follow blog email subscription. Pull that thing up there, so if someone doesn't want to subscribe via RSS, which I'll explain in another class, it's basically you write a blog post and it's automatically delivered to a reader. But here, if you write a new blog post, it's automatically delivered to someone's email. I follow very few blogs via email subscription, but some people, that's the way they follow blogs. So have that functionality up there. And you need to pull over archives. So drag over archives, drag over links, drag over search. When I say create a blog roll, that is the links widget. So you drag over the links widget, and the category is going to be blog roll. The category is going to be blog roll. Once we begin to follow blogs, which we'll do in a future class, the way that we add links to that blog roll is right over here on the side through links. So if I wanted to add a new link, I could add new link right there, and when it came down to a category, I would click blog roll and it would appear over here in my blog roll. And I use a blog roll to signal people that are what I think are the highest quality content providers in my value stream. So I normally blog about leadership at my website, so I pick blogs for my blog roll that are really the best leadership blogs that I read. Alright, so create a signature line in your new email that has your blog address. So here's my blog address, unrbrandingwordpress.com. I'm going to copy that, then I'm going to come over to my email. Up here in the settings column right there, I'm going to scroll down and open up my settings. Now my settings open up. These are the general settings. I scroll down the page, my picture appears there, and right down here with signature. So by default you have no signature, but what you want to do is you want to create a signature line, and here I put my name, Bret Simmons, and I have links to my two most important websites. My homepage, bretlsimmons.com, and my Google+. Because if you find my Google+, you find everything I do online. So come down here in your Gmail, put your name down there, John Doe, and then now paste the website that you just created over at WordPress.com. So that is number 8, creating a signature line. And this way, whenever you send someone an email from your Gmail account, it will automatically show them, hey, I got this website over here. They say, well, what are you doing over there? Let me check out your blog. And it's another way to begin to spread your content around. So add your new blog address to your Google Plus and LinkedIn. Over in Google Plus, and I've shown this in a previous assignment, you come into Google Plus, you go to your profile, come to the About page, and in the About page, scroll down to links, and this is where all my links are. Come down to the bottom, hit edit, and you can easily add contributor to or other profile. There's my blog right up there. So insert your link there, and also insert it over at your LinkedIn account. Alright, now, so you've I've gone through that really quickly, but this is all your blog needs to look like. Just this simple. I'm not looking for something pretty. I'm looking for something functional that has a home page and about page, a good blog title with your name in it somewhere, and the widgets with your Gravatar picture and some description of yourself, email subscription, RSS subscription, an archive to previous blog posts, a blog roll, and a search. Everything else is gravy. No need to add a calendar, but I just want that minimal functionality up there, and then you need to start blogging. So number 2 of the assignment, post your first WordPress.com article. Really, you need to think about your value, what you do uniquely well to help others address opportunities and solve problems that matter to them, and lay a solid foundation for your blog in your first, especially your first blog post and your first 5 blog posts. Now, in your first blog post, don't write, "Hey, welcome to my blog, here's what I'm going to blog about." Just start right off the bat creating good content. Whatever it is you've decided to blog about, you're going to talk about that in your About section. So when you say, "Hey, here's what I blog about," put that in your About section, your About page here and maybe over here. But then when you write your first blog post, just start writing about what it is you said you're going to write about. Create value right off the bat. Think about your first 5 because you're going to link back to your blog articles later on. You can see this is my most recent blog article as of this time. And here these hyperlinks are to blogs that I've written previously, some of them 2-3 years ago. And every once in a while I link back to some of my first 5 blog posts. So lay a solid foundation for your blog. And then I say post this blog article in Google+. So when you click on the blog article, you can see here's the full address, bretlsimmons.com, how we enhance our organizational citizenship. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come over to Google+. I'm going to go to my home feed. And so this is the status updates of all the people and all the circles that I follow. I'm going to open up this Share What's New box and see the link right there. I'm going to grab the link. I'm going to paste that article at my website that I just had. I'm going to delete the picture. I don't think I can get the right picture to show up here. Oh, there it was. I'm going to go back there. I'll put that picture in because that's the actual picture in the blog post. So there's the blog article. There's the picture I have in there. This is the opening salvo of that. Now I hit share, and it's posted to Google+. So everyone that has me in a circle will see this new content that's rolling down through there. All right, so that is really the crux of the week 3 activities. Spend some time, work through it, set up this WordPress.com, your WordPress.com blog. Think about that first blog post. Hit the ground running with a value-added blog post. And this is really the heart of our personal branding efforts. We have a few other platforms to set up, but we're going to spend most of our time blogging with this WordPress.com blog. And then once we've written blogs, we're now going to go find ways to share them with people that might need our value. And we'll talk about how to do that in future classes. Once again, if you have a question, find me online at one of the number of social platforms we have set up. Send me an email, or really the best way to get your question answered quickly is just go to Google and enter your question into Google. I promise you someone's answered that question probably right in the WordPress.com tutorial. If you can't find it on Google, go to YouTube. I promise you someone has created a video that will probably address your question. All right, so that's it. Hope you found that helpful. Have a nice day.